if somebody goes in for a driver's license at DMV, and that's the beginning of the process. At the end of the process, say Suffolk County Board of Elections is receiving an update to the voter rolls, where in that chain of it going up through DMV and then down through BOE, is it vetted out if somebody is registering themselves to vote and they're not eligible through that process instituted through the green light law?
Thank you, Congressman, for the question. And if there is such a process, and I don't think there is one, maybe Todd Valentine can speak more to it, it doesn't happen here at the county. We have asked for tools, and we talk about resources, and I'm confident we have probably the right amount of dollars and the right amount of employees. But as far as resources go, we don't have the proper amount of rules and laws and regulations to filter out that sort of nefarious activity. And maybe somebody who's not in our country legally, goes to the DMV, as you described, Congressman. They apply for their license because now they can. And now the state automatically registers them to vote unless they check a small box saying that, no, they don't want to get registered to vote. I would presume some of that happens intentionally. Probably a larger amount happens unintentionally. But whatever the case is, the end result is a large amount of folks who are not in our country legally getting put on our rolls. And I don't have any tools. I'm not allowed to, as an elections commissioner, ask anybody who from the U.S. Department of State or anybody else who has citizenship, who has a social security number or anything else. So I have no tools here, Congressman, but sure, I wish I did.
Anybody from the state level have anything to add?
Yeah, well, it is a process that starts at the DMV. It's part of the two pieces of legislation that have been passed recently, which is online voter registration, and then the automatic voter registration, which will be, as you said, the opt-out, so to speak. And it starts at DMV. As the lead agency for where most of the voter registration applications come through. Certainly, their online portal with our agreement and design, but it still requires, as Commissioner LaLota pointed out, the voter to check something properly. If any voter comes in and checks that they're not a citizen, they don't get to the voter registration application provisions. They're just by the system itself. If they check that box, now if they don't check the box and say that they are a citizen, then it's going to go through and get that application. And just as he pointed out, it's very difficult on the back end because there is no list of citizens that's ever been given to any state or county across the entire country. And other states have asked for it and have been denied by the federal government to do any type of validation against that list. So right now we're reliant solely upon the voter to check the appropriate box on the application that, yes, I am a citizen, or if they don't check the box, we validate, hey, you forgot, it's an incomplete application. That's the one good thing DMV does. If you say you're not a citizen, you never see the registration application. But it still relies upon that voter to do the correct thing. And that's very difficult if there's no other way to validate that in any manner.